I need growls, I need anger. Okay? You guys with me? Thank you.
Scene 41 flower, take 3.
Action.
Okay, ladies, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Action 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Cut.
The Pink Conspiracy originally started as a short film, which was done in when I was at USC as a student. Started as a joke between myself and a girlfriend, and escalated into a short film. A lot of the script was semi-autobiographical. A lot of the little anecdotes from the script were inspired by true events. Most of the characters were as well. To my knowledge, the women of my life have never actually sat in a meeting and conspired against me, I hope. But again, it all spawned from a joke with a former girlfriend, where every time, you know, something would be done to annoy me, I'd say, oh, this must be part of the conspiracy. You know, and I'd joke around, you guys have meetings and plan this stuff out? Because, you know, occasionally things happen that are just so ludicrous that, you know, you start to wonder. We originally brainstormed and wrote the script in April of 2006. It's now July 2006, and we're wrapping up production. So from the time we wrote it to the time we shot it was only a couple of months. Personal favorite moment, I'd have to say, is Frank Cougar, who plays Frank, in a Speedo on a conference room table. That was just one of those absolutely hilarious moments that, you know, you write it but you have an idea in your head, but until you're actually there looking at it, it's like, holy fuck, that's really ridiculous.
Yeah. Pow! Ooh, yeah, baby. Pow! Pow!
Dave.
We took a lot of steps to ensure that the Pink Conspiracy was going to be not geared just toward one specific demographic, particularly toward just a younger audience. We wanted to make sure that it was going to have more of a universal appeal. So, especially in terms of our casting, we tried to make it a very diverse cast, especially in terms of age range. Because again, we didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves as the type of film that's entertainment just for entertainment's value. Some of the films that we based it on were Swingers, for example, was a film that we took some ideas from. Not in terms of content, but in terms of the film being didactic. We wanted it to have some insight in the male versus female dynamic. We wanted people to walk away with some information. Hopefully they will, in terms of the way females process, their interactions with males and vice versa. At the same time, we took a lot of ideas from like David Lynch's approach to filmmaking. We wanted it to have a very dark element to it, so that again, it wasn't just making jokes to make people laugh, but there's a lot of things that come off as very questionable, thought-provoking, and a lot of times symbolic, as subtle or as blatant as that may be. It was important for us to do something that's very content-driven and not just pointless humor.
My name is Sarah Thompson, and I play the role of Katie. And Katie's basically the good girl. She's just gotten out of a really bad relationship, and she moves to this new town, and she meets Jamie, played by Mercedes McNabb, and is sort of drawn into this conspiracy cult, the Pink Conspiracy. And she's a good girl, though, and once she figures out what the conspiracy is about, she actually tells Dave, the main character, and tries to sort of rescue him from being victim to the conspiracy. So she's the good girl.
My name is Frank Kruger. I'm playing Frank. He's kind of like a guy's guy, a legend in his own mind, who is helping out his brother man, who is about to get his, his manhood removed by the women in his life. So I'm there to help him out, try and guide him through this troubling time in his life.
I'm Mackenzie Fergans, and I play Victoria in The Pink Conspiracy. And she is Dave's best friend. And she is his buddy, his pal, but a little confused in the head because she's loved him ever since the moment she saw him. When I first heard about the story of the Pink Conspiracy, I guess I thought it was really funny. It's just such a funny idea, and when I told other people about it, they're like, oh my god, that's awesome, you have to do that. And so many guys were like, oh geez, I've had that nightmare before. And so yeah, I just thought it was kind of an interesting story. And